Hello everyone. I figured we'd do a little special today, do something a little fun. It's not going to be our usually scheduled content, and this is coming out on an unusually scheduled day. But I wanted to do something just a little fun, just a little top five ranking of my 5 favorite scary movies. Yes. And we're drinking Liquid Death, which is very scary looking. It's got a skull on it. We're spooky today, but let me get one more thing. Okay, now we're extra spooky. What do you think? Or do I just look like a teenager who thinks he can hack, whose parents didn't love him? Yeah, no, you know what, honestly, screw that. We're just gonna wear it like this. Anyways, so today we're gonna be doing that. We're gonna be doing 5 here. Maybe that'll. So number 1, we have A Quiet Place, and I like part 1 and 2 because they're pretty much, they lead into each other. So if you ask me, part 1 and 2, I'm cheating. I know I sound super basic and generic by saying here's a horror movie that came out within the span of the last decade, and that's in my top 5 of all time. But I really don't watch a lot of scary movies. Honestly, I like how well crafted it is. I think the cinematography and directing is really good in it. And I also like how when you're watching it, if you're really paying attention, you're not staring at your stupid phone. Dude, you can really get into it. It's tense. It's intense. And honestly, some scenes, if you hear just a single little noise, you're like, oh, you get a little spooked. Seeing the second one in the theater, I didn't get to see the first one when it was out, but seeing the second one when it came out with a full theater that was a trip, dude. That was fun. Next up, we have Evil Dead 2, which is the most ridiculous, insane movie ever. I don't even think it's scary, to be honest. It's just insane. It's like the first Evil Dead, but on crack. It's the dude has a chainsaw for an arm. I like that. It's weird, and it's insane, and it's dumb, and it's a good dumb. And it's directed by Sam Raimi. Like, what else could you ask for? Alright, next up, we have Scream. Super fun movie to watch. I always describe it as Scooby-Doo on steroids, because that's honestly how it feels. It's funny, but it's also kind of ridiculous, but it's also super self-aware, and I like all those aspects of it. I don't think that we need 6 sequels. But here we are. I only like the first one. I've seen the first 3. I have not seen the new one. Honestly, don't know if I plan on watching the new one. I do not plan on watching the 4th one. I watched 3 and I was just like, yeah, I can't. It's just the same rewatch thing. But the first one, it has this thing to it where it's just it just grabs you, and I can see why it's a classic for that. It's a really fun, appealing movie. Next up, we have The Thing. So, The Thing is disgusting, and I like that. It's secluded and claustrophobic, and it's really tense because of that. It has some of the best effects ever. It's a John Carpenter movie, John Carpenter I love to death. He's a great director. It bombed in the box office when it came out, which blows my mind because it's super good. I don't understand that, but that's okay, I guess. I honestly can't praise it enough. This one, and number 1 that we'll get to, is I Always Flip-Flop, which is my favorite. I just love how tense and then how well written the story is, and how it's almost like a board game. The whole thing is kind of like a game of chess and that's kind of what it's like. It's these people versus this alien, and who's what and where, and who's a traitor and who's not, and all this craziness. It's good. It's good. It's a really good, tense, disgusting, sloppy alien goop movie. And last but not least, we have my all-time favorite, if it's not The Thing, Shining. I don't know where to start with this. This thing is an aesthetic masterpiece. Very few movies place me in the movie, and that is one of them, where I feel like I'm there when I'm watching it. There isn't any distractions. It is mind-bending. It is very, very scary because of that, I feel like. I honestly don't think it's horrifying by any means, but I think that the fact that I am able to feel like I am literally fully absorbed and I'm locked into this world for 2.5 hours is crazy. Like, the only other movies that I can name that have done that is Lord of the Rings, like that whole trilogy, and Blade Runner's movies. It is an atmospheric movie. It is incredible. I mean, the performances are insane. There's so many layers to it, so many alternate meanings. It's great. I don't know what else to say, really, that hasn't been said about it. And rightfully so, it's at the top because it's great. But, yeah, no, The Shining is insane. Some of the best, most quotable lines as well. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, you guys. I just felt like doing this happy, spooky holiday. I don't know. I don't really have any scary masks. I'm not that kind of person. I bought that for just for this video. It was $5, so I spent a whole $5 on you guys. I hope that you appreciate that. Anyways, hope you have a good day. Thanks for watching. Go check out these movies if you haven't seen them. I'm sure you have, because they're like huge movies. But yeah, I'll see you guys next month. Thanks so much for watching once again.